Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We're very heartbroken. We are very heartbroken over this.
An institution in the Fargo area is closing its doors for the final time in just a few short weeks. Good evening and thank you for joining us. So what's going to happen to the over 45 agents who work at Coldwell Banker Real Estate and their clients and listings? Valley News Team's Bradford Eric looks into this latest ripple in the FM real estate market.
They bill themselves as the largest full-service real estate agency in the area, but we know even giants can fall. An anonymous tip sent to us Wednesday said Coldwell Banker Real Estate was closing after 30-plus years. Staff confirmed it that night, and so now the fallout is just beginning.
And we've contacted or trying to contact all our sellers and let them know what's going on. And because our clients are our first priority. Yeah. And, you know, we just wanted them to know that we're all talking with 8 different agencies.
Associate broker Pat Carley says all of the agents at Coldwell Banker will be moving on to other agencies, along with their listings. There have been some concerns from their clients, however.
You know, I think clients were just worried about what was going to happen. And we've just told them, we'll take care of you.
You lay it all out there for them. You tell them the process, and you tell them the truth. If they need something done to their house in order to get it saleable, you tell them.
Deb Clark says the trust between a client and agent is top priority. They're trusting you with their home, and that's why they're working so hard since the announcement came. The doors of Coldwell Banker are expected to be closed mid-October, with many longtime agents, just like many first-time home buyers, starting fresh. In Fargo, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
If you have questions about your listing, you're encouraged to contact your agent. Coldwell Banker's website says they have over 250 homes for sale in the Fargo area. If you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our Whistleblower Hotline at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. The FBI says they believe extremism may have influenced the stabbing attack at a St. Cloud mall. FBI Director James Comey said Tahir Adnan appears to have been inspired, at least in part, by extremist ideology. Comey says the FBI is still working on it, but that it looks like Adnan appears to have been motivated by some sort of inspiration from radical Islamic groups. He said investigators are not sure which groups may have inspired Adnan or how, adding that investigators are still reviewing Adnan's electronics. We're getting used to all the sunshine and quiet weather, but what about tonight's forecast? Robert, what do you have for us?
Yeah, it looks like another quiet night out there. Breezes picked up just a bit today out of the southeast, 5 to 15 miles per hour with a few stronger gusts, and we'll see those winds staying on the light side tonight, perhaps picking up a touch more as we head through your Friday. Right now, temperatures mostly into the 60s, some upper 50s, Bemidji and Wadena, 61 Detroit Lake, 67 here in Fargo. Also 67 in Grand Forks. There are your breezes out of the south and southeast, 5 to 15 miles per hour. And again, an occasional stronger gust. Later on tonight, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. And tomorrow, about 10 to 20. There are the clouds that still hanging tough. That's why we've got some cooler temperatures off to the far east. But the rest of us seeing some mostly sunny skies. We'll see some clear skies tonight. Underneath those few clouds that we do have, no precipitation, none anticipated as we head through the next few days. Here in Fargo, a nice mild evening, and we'll see temperatures slowly dropping on off into the mid-50s by the 9 o'clock hour. And once again, third night in a row, northern lights will be possible. We'll show you a couple of those northern lights pictures coming up in the main weather segment here in a few minutes, including one of mine.
Ooh, I'm excited. Thanks, Robert. Well, 3 Crookston men are each facing burglary and misdemeanor theft charges in what appears to be a case of searching for an unusual drug. 19-year-old Harrison Lewis Laporte, 20-year-old Zachary Lemke, and 19-year-old Isaiah Ramirez, all of Crookston, are each facing burglary and misdemeanor theft charges. The trio was arrested at the Perry Farms at 4:30 Tuesday morning after a family member reported someone in a barn. Now, one of the suspects told authorities they were searching for a drug called ketamine. It's a drug used in anesthesia to produce a trance-like state. A Perry family member tells us they use to store the drug ketamine on their farm for their use of livestock. They say they no longer use it, nor do they have any of it on their farm. Grand Forks police are looking for the man you see right behind me. He's accused of stealing a computer from Walmart. This picture was released today on their Facebook page. Police say the incident happened on September 22nd. If you have any information or recognize this man, you are asked to contact the Grand Forks Police Department. The Moorhead Police Department has made an arrest in a home burglary that happened earlier this week. Robert Lucas is in the Clay County Jail on felony burglary and robbery charges. Police say on Tuesday, a homeowner on 17th Street South came home to find Lucas in his house. The homeowner chased him out, and Lucas allegedly pointed a gun at the man. He was identified and arrested during a disturbance call last night. Police say additional arrests are possible. 51-year-old Dan O'Donnell of Emerado, North Dakota, suffered serious injuries. That's after he was hit by an Amtrak train in Grand Forks County this morning. Authorities say O'Donnell was standing next to the railroad tracks within the city of Emerado. He was hit by a westbound Amtrak train just before 5:30 a.m. The North Dakota Highway Patrol is investigating the crash, and officials in Grand Forks County tell us O'Donnell may have been intoxicated at the time. New Jersey senators are calling this morning's train crash a grievous tragedy. One person is dead and more than 100 others were injured when a New Jersey Transit train crashed into the station in Hoboken, causing part of the terminal to collapse. This is cell phone video of passengers inside the station after the crash. Witnesses say many passengers kicked out windows and crawled to safety. You can see the twisted metal, broken concrete, and dangled cables. The National Transportation Safety Board sent investigators to the scene. And according to witnesses, the train carrying as many as 250 passengers failed to slow down as it came into the terminal. The station, one of the busiest in the New York City area, is used by thousands of commuters who travel back and forth from New Jersey to New York City. Rail service has been suspended in and out of Hoboken. Reports on U.S. Senator Ted Cruz's website say in a Judiciary Immigration Subcommittee hearing that highlighted serious problems with the Obama administration's refugee resettlement efforts, Cruz noted the administration's blindness to radical Islamic terrorism. Cruz read off a memorandum from the Department of Homeland Security that says in part the ISIS refugee program is particularly vulnerable to fraud due to loose requirements, where at times the testimony of the applicant alone is sufficient for approval.
Now, this strikes me as a recipe for fraud, that if we are allowing refugees to come in without supporting information, tell us who they claim to be, and we're letting them in, despite the fact that the director of the FBI has told us they cannot vet these refugees to make sure they're not terrorists, how can we possibly be confident that the refugees coming in are not, in fact, terrorists seeking to murder innocent Americans?
It's a topic of heated debate this presidential election season. That's refugees settling in our country. A group of refugees from all 50 states are in Washington this week, sharing their stories of survival and trying to change opinions. Samantha Jo Roth caught up with some of the participants, including one now living in North Dakota.
So we're going to meet with his staffer.
It's been 5 years since Kalisa Ndikumwina arrived in North Dakota after fleeing war in the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Coming to North Dakota was really a hard transition.
Now Kalisa is hounding the pavement, sharing his story with lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
As myself, I graduated in high school, and then I got a chance to go to college. But other people, they don't get the same chance that I got. So that's some of the stuff I'm trying to talk to the officials here and the senators.
And he isn't alone. He joined delegates from all 50 states. They're part of Refugee Congress, an organization dedicated to giving refugees and asylum seekers a voice.
I had to be separated from my family during the war.
Fidel Enshambo also fled the Congo when he was only 12 years old. Now he lives in Boise.
We live in Idaho with our 4 daughters and one on the way.
The topic of refugee resettlement has sparked a heated debate. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump says he wants to bar refugees from entering the U.S. if they're from places where adequate screening can't occur. Fidel doesn't agree with that approach, and now he's voicing his concern.
We cannot stop something to fix it. We fix it as we go. That's how you learn. And that's what I want the senator to do.
These refugees passionate to help others make the transition, a unique chance to start over.
It's really great opportunity for myself, knowing that I'm not by myself like in this journey.
In Washington, Samantha Jo Roth reporting.
We'll have this story for you online. Just head to valleynewslive.com and click on the story. Java, rocket fuel, no matter what you call it. Today, people celebrated National Coffee Day. A new place to grab your cup of joe in Fargo is the Brew Coffee House. The shop is originally from Grand Forks, where they roast fresh beans daily. Everything from black coffee to white chocolate mochas are available for all coffee lovers.
Our mission statement here is serving great coffee and great food with a smile. So we're always making people happy. We're always greeting you when you come in the door and really making it feel like at home here, like you want to come to the coffee shop to talk to our baristas, and then you'll get a great fresh cup of coffee.
Brew Coffee House in Fargo is located just off 42nd Street on 40th Avenue South. David Johnson from Mayville, North Dakota, remember that name. He was called out after heckling Team Europe players trying to make a putt Thursday at Ryder Cup practice. Team Europe players Henrik Stenson and Justin Rose were practicing a putt on the 8th hole at Hazeltine National Golf Club when Johnson was heckling the pair. Now, the Team Europe players had enough and invited Johnson onto the green to see if he could sink that putt. Rose laid down a $100 bill next to the ball to add some more pressure. You can see in the video tweeted out by Rory McIlroy, Johnson sinks the putt, no problem. Join us this weekend on the Farmers Union Insurance Bison Football pregame show. Coverage begins Saturday at noon on KVLY with homecoming kickoff to follow at 1 p.m. from the Fargo Dome as NDSU and Illinois State face off for the first time since the 2014 National Championship game. Hear how high blood pressure could be affecting your children in school. That's still ahead tonight.
Outside of a few clouds, most of the northern plains enjoying a quiet day today. Look for another quiet night tonight, and the weekend looking pretty good. Your forecast details on that coming up right after this.